Hey there everybody, Dudley for Life, bringing you back in for some online matches here. As I know most people probably caught that EVO tournament. It was super hype. Lee Joe got way farther than I thought he would. And so after watching that I felt like playing Nash for a little bit. So we'll see how I do against my first opponent here. He's got pretty good points, pretty good rank.
You stand in my
I assume
way.
this is going to be a pretty good match. So in this matchup, I feel like Nash is strong just because he's pretty good at eliminating Ken's options on the ground and in the air. Now, Ken, of course, can run away with games with V-Trigger and getting you into the corner, and, you know, Nash is notorious for having bad wake-up options. So, we'll see here. Now, your game plan here mostly is to just stay mid-screen and keep putting pokes out against Ken, just because your buttons are a little bit better than his. His are pretty stubby. You also got to watch out for run cancels. Shouldn't be too hard to fight. I'm pretty ready for those these days. I used to get hit by them a lot, but I find that people online don't really vary them that much, so it gets pretty easy to figure them out. Also, you want to make sure that you're not getting pressured by his fireballs at all. Ken's will throw fireballs to kind of cover their approach towards you. You can't let them do that. Right there, I did a walk-up grab with Nash, and the reason that I am playing the way I am, which is very tank-like instead of dashing in and out, is because this guy is also playing very safe. As you can see, he wasn't really rushing down hard. He wasn't trying to get in my face. He was just playing very careful, almost like a Momochi style. You know, he'll rush down when he needs to, but for the most part, he's happy to play neutral. I think against Nash, though, I think you need to go in. You can't sit and play back neutral against him because his buttons are just so much better at those ranges, especially his crouch medium kick, which you're going to see me abuse the shit out of in this set. Right there, you can see I was just pump faking over and over again, waiting for him to try to come in with like EX Tatsu in the air. But he didn't take it. As you can see, he's fine with playing the ground game, which is fine, but against Nash, I feel like you should be going in more. And as you can see, even I'm kind of rushing down a little bit just because he's being so hesitant. Right there, he had a combo on me, but he dropped it. He didn't want to commit too far. Now I got him in the corner. He finally did an EX Tatsu, but it went over my head. I think he expected me to keep backdashing. Right there, he just wasn't expecting the EX Fireball. It is pretty fast. So I think he was backing up to throw a Fireball himself, but Ken's startup and recovery on his Fireballs is not that great. So he ended up getting caught in those startup frames. Anyway, on to the second set here. I have a feeling he's going to adjust a little bit just because, I mean, that was like, it was a beatdown because he didn't want to come after me, so I think he's either going to play saltier or smarter and come at me. I just noticed that he had that Evo color already. In my opinion, not really worth the $25 to get those colors in that stage, although that stage is just insanely cool, the Evo one. But, I mean, $25 is half of what this game costs for a couple costumes and a stage. Like, you know, I won't discuss it all here, but let's just say I'm not a fan of that. Right here I caught him sleeping, and then right there I did a walk-up grab, and as you can see, his hesitant play is what is letting me abuse him so much with Nash. Like, in this matchup as Ken, you really just want to go in. You don't want to sit and play back and try to play super solid like that all the time. You kind of do need to be a little crazy. Right here, he's got me in the corner. He's got me in a pretty good spot. I do have V-Trigger, though, so I'm not too worried. I kind of wish the V-Trigger activation would have been more effective right there. I was trying to read a Fireball, but it never came. Also, I did same side, thinking that he would expect other side, but he read it. He was pretty good about that. So as you can see here, definitely going in a lot more. Even did an unsafe sweep right there, just kind of challenged me. And that's what he should be doing. I mean, Ken is just so good when you do that. Right there, he kind of went in. Did a V-Trigger to see if I could pop him. I missed that again, and that's a big part of Nash's gameplay. You have to use that V-Trigger so well. That's how you turn your games around. So right here, as you can see, he's got me in the corner, pressuring me, gets the overhead. And that's how you win this matchup. I mean, if you look at that, I barely touched him at all that round. Now this round, I'm going to be playing a little bit less sloppy. Like I said, my V-trigger usage has not been great in this set so far, and I attribute that to lack of practice with the character. I am getting better with it though. So right here, as you can see, I'm actually starting to play, because he played a little bit more aggressive, I'm actually starting to play more of a dash in, dash out game. Because now I'm expecting him to play a little bit more crazy than he was before. Got him on that jump in. That always sucks when that happens, when your cross up is just short and then you get grabbed. Especially by Nash, because his grabs throw you like full screen when he back throws. And V-trigger, got it. Now it was a little bit better that time, but I didn't get the full convert. Right there, poked out his button there. And again, caught him with the EX Fireball. I think it's just his startup frames of his Fireball. He wants to cover his approach, but it's just not that good for that in this game. So anyway, good game to that guy.